Good morning, Randytbird out here at Arizona on a fine November 10th. November 10th, I guess it is. Yep. November 10th, 2023. It's going to be Veterans Day weekend. So thanks to all you veterans who served and are serving. And thank you. I was in my video earlier in the week and on the Heritage, and I had one of my viewers comment that wanted to know why I took the fairing off. Well, the simple truth of it, and the plain truth of it, is that I just like to mess around with things, and I've had a lot of time on my hands, so I took it off temporarily, and now that the weather's cooling off a little bit, I put it back on. It takes all of 10 minutes to do, and that's including cleaning up the tools and whatever, and I've got it down to a science. So she's back on, and had nothing to do with function or style or reliability or anything. It was just something I felt like doing. So that's the beauty of the Heritage Softails, is you can change things around, and really a fine bike. And the Reckless Cycles fairing is a fine product, and the gentleman that bought one based on my reviews, well, thank you. And Reckless Cycles, if you're watching, you know, hey, I'm selling your products for you. So anyway, no, it works great, and there's no issues there. And more news for me is that I got a job. I'm going to be starting sometime in the next week or 2 weeks. Going to be working for a company doing inventory management, the thing that I did in the past. And with my little brief foray into motorcycle sales, I did enjoy that for a while. I did not enjoy the hours I had to spend, and basically it becoming my entire life. And so I'm going to be working 40 hours a week, making good money based on my experience and whatever, and I'm looking forward to getting started on that. It looks like I'm going to have a minimum of 1 more week off, so that takes the pressure off, and just allows me to enjoy things for a while, get out and do some things. I might, now that it's cooled off in the desert, might go and do some shooting. Take my my new Henry rifle out that I've had for a little while and never used, so gonna go probably do that next week, and out to the desert. So there's a Road King. Yeah, staying in this lane, I could go faster if I want. I'm going 70, so the speed on the 202 out here is usually pretty zippy. I mean, if you want to call it that, speedy. It's weird as you get out on the actual highway, and the speeds slow down a little bit. When you get on the in-town freeways, they pick up. So for whatever that's worth, people can be a little bit I don't call it reckless, you know, no pun intended to the reckless fairing, but no, I think people tend to follow too close. They tend to be distracted, and so you just got to be really careful out here on the bikes, and hell, even driving the cars. I mean, I've seen people do some freaking crazy stuff. So anyway, as I was saying, you know, I got the job. I signed the offer letter yesterday and filled out the paperwork that they wanted, and you know, it feels good to have that pressure off. It took me just about 3.5 weeks to find that, and I am very grateful to be able to find that and to make the money I feel I deserve. And I'll do a good job for those folks, and you know, moving on, another part of my life. So it'll be involving parts and technical stuff, and planning and project work, so that's right up my alley. So at any rate, just out for a ride today. Got some things going on this weekend. Got an annual event tomorrow that I'll be attending, and that'll be fun tomorrow to get together with my friends and brothers, and should be a lot of fun. good food, good time. And then tonight I'm going to an open house that should be a lot of fun as well. So gonna be a busy weekend. Next weekend is our club annual spaghetti feed, which my band's gonna be playing at. Actually, both bands I'm involved with. So that'll be fun. That'll be a lot of work, but it'll be fun. Get to play music all day. A couple different kinds of music, and that'll be a good time. So getting busy here. This is high season for us. You know, I'm wearing a long sleeve shirt today, and it's pretty comfortable. It's about 68 degrees right now. The temperature's only going to be in the high 70s today, and the mid to low 70s this weekend, so it's going to be pretty nice. And then the end of next week, middle of next week, there's a chance for rain, and the temperatures are going to be down to the low 70s, and temperatures at night in the high 40s. So it's time. It's right around Thanksgiving, so that's usually the time the weather cools off fairly well, for us, dramatically anyway. But see a lot of people there talking about putting their bikes up for the season and whatever, and you know, I feel for you, but you know, it's just starting for us. You know, I try to keep videos out even through the rough times in the summer. Normally I go out real early in the morning, 5:30, 6 o'clock, even earlier sometimes, but the sun comes up really early out here, like 4:30, 4:45. Well, it's dawn, but the sun comes up usually within half an hour of that, and but you got to get out and take care of whatever coolness is in the air. We had a brutal July and August this year. It was the hottest 2 months on record in Arizona and around the world, I guess. It's pretty brutal. We had a lot of low temperatures in the 90s, in the mid 90s, and a couple times it barely stayed under 100, and those were some brutal times. And like I said, I went riding early in the morning, so I'd keep the videos coming and just keep me out on the bike. You know, talking about the fairing, I just every time I take it off, it gets a little breezier with the Heritage stock windshield, which does a good job of creating a dead air pocket, but it is a little noisier, and it's a little breezier. And every time I put the Reckless fairing back on, I just realized what a great job it does of creating a still air pocket behind it. And it's good. I can look over the windshield. It's a little short windshield. I get zero buffeting on my helmet, and it's just really comfortable. So if you're looking for something like that for your Heritage, you know, there's other choices, but I like this one. If you want audio, you can get that too. It just does cost a bit more, but you know, hats off to Reckless Cycles for doing a great job putting out a great product. So if you're listening, hint, 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 I'm looking for sponsors. So but, I'm not going to become a sponsor whore, so don't worry about that. I'm not going to be, you're not going to act like a blockhead or anything like that. So you know, Charlie Brown would say, or Lucy would call Charlie Brown a blockhead, if you remember Peanuts, which, I mean, who doesn't? I grew up with that. Charles Schultz was a genius, a cartoon genius. Anyhow, beautiful day. A lot of the haze is gone. I mean, there's some left, but it's a lot better looking today than it has been in the last week or so. You can see the definitions in the mountains, and probably the visibility is probably 50 or 60, maybe even 70 miles today. And is what they call in the aircraft and the aviation, ceiling unlimited. So I've just read that somewhere. I have not been into aviation, so other than to fly commercial airliners occasionally. So Anyways, Randytbird out here in beautiful November, Arizona. Just out for a ride, just kind of a celebration ride for scoring the new job, and just enjoying the great weather today. So it's going to be kind of a lazy day, and just kind of just riding around, hanging out, you know, enjoying life. This is Randytbird out here in Arizona. Don't forget to subscribe. If you haven't, please do. A lot of things coming up this winter we're going to do, and I'll try to take you along with me and keep you folks in the cold country thinking about riding. We'll talk to you later.